Welcome back to Tarot by THC, the Harlequin Cafe. I am Leo, and this is a reading for Aquarius. We are doing something I'm calling the Oracle Array. I'm just using several different decks of oracles, and I'm going to do your reading for you this way for you today. All right, we're starting with what I call my spooky deck. Okay, you guys take a second, look down below, hit the like button for me, help grow this channel, subscribe, okay, so you can always get me in your feed, and you can always ring the bell to know when I'm going live, and sometimes I do chat in the chat box, okay? You guys, if you are interested in love and romance, all those kind of things related to love, money, and magic, this is the channel for you. If you are looking for more Christ consciousness, okay, readings, tarot for the Christian witch, you can join the other page, the Platinum Flame. The information is down below, okay, in the junk, in the trunk. Self-sabotage. Oh no! We've got this card coming out for you first here, Aquarius. So this is coming up from the past. So there may have been some things here. Soulmates. The bottom of the deck. All right. So I wonder if there is somehow you could have, is there some kind of like degradation in a soulmate relationship? Is there some way that you accidentally sabotage something that was really good for you? This is saying self-sabotage, so I'm assuming it's you, but it could be the other person who sabotaged a connection, the soulmate connection that should have otherwise have been strong. But it could be that someone's haunted past and the specters from their own mind, okay, have been preventing and holding this person back, okay? So this is reminding me of the Harry Potter, where you have those creepy things in the sky, I forgot what they're called, and he has to do the Patronus charm, okay? Death Eaters, that's what it is, the Death Eaters, okay? So these guys are up here like sucking life force out of you, and this is fear, okay? This is simply fear. And other things like that I'm getting, okay? Kind of like, these monsters, kind of like boogeyman specters. These are, and the problem here is that these are thought forms created by your own mind. So if there are tormenting spirits and all this going around, and that's creating this sort of sense of self-sabotage, this is created within that person's mind. That, oh, they're, these things are, I have to cope with all of these things, but there's nothing there. It's a little bit like, bats. It's like whoosh, they fly away. It's just when you turn the lights on, okay? Pride is here again. Also what we had with the Gemini reading. So this is already very similar to the Gemini reading, because I think these are the first two cards that came out. And this is again about someone's ego and their identity. And it could be that someone's pride is dropping, that like someone is not humble enough, to get the results that they're looking for. Someone is like, well, I simply don't, I only drink Evian water, and so you're gonna, now because it's like Aquafina everywhere, now you're not gonna drink any water, okay? Because someone is too, it's kind of like a stuck up, feeling here. Patience, okay? And this is again comes out to this innocent purity that I was speaking of before, and that and the other reading, where it's like breaking down to this pure, raw, innocent milk, okay? This milky kind of dress, this like pure it's something pure about milk and very clean. It's very this is like the pasteurization. This is getting down to like, what do we really want to get? Like, you don't want all the bacteria and all that stuff from the cow. You just want the milk, okay? You don't want, so this is like, what are we trying to get out of this scenario? Is it, to feed my ego? Is it to feed this other person's ego? Is it to understand, who I need to separate from and distance myself from? But, with this soulmate energy and the way this is looking like so phantom, like ghostly, this is like where someone was manifest. Someone like prayed this person up, okay? And someone summoned this person up and called them up, called them forth. And, the challenge is now where you're like, oh, well, your hands are cold. You can't do that, okay? Because that's the self-sabotage. If this is a blessing being served to you, you have to figure out what you're are you choosing the soulmate who may be spooky, or you inadvertently choosing these other specters that are spooky but not real. Okay, the paranoia. Okay, so how somehow this person or whatever you've manifest here is triggering all of these other, oh, there are ghosts around. You know, it's like, you know, this is like, you know, Casper or something here. Okay, and it's like, you know, so I feel like there's this kind of fear or something, or like this, someone is like overhyped. It's like almost like, you know, oh, this Dracula. Wahaha. It's like, you know, a huge persona being projected here. Okay, this with that pride and that ego, someone is really projecting this thing. But this is a soulmate thing here, sexual arts here. I mean, this could be an intimate spiritual physical connection here, and this is whatever was dead and cold would be enlivened and brought to life. Okay, so you know, you may even see in other relationships it feels cold, it feels empty, and it's like, well, that person, that true soulmate is the one you're going to say, that person lights my fire. That person builds that drive. That person makes my pants tight. Okay, you know, okay, because otherwise, and this could be also that someone got ghosted as well. Okay, and like evaporated. Okay, but that's a, you know, somebody could have just been, no, I'm going to make you a ghost, like you don't exist. Okay. So, you know, be cautious of that energy. Okay, and this is, you know, this is a whole issue here about mutual respect that's been coming up for these air signs. Okay, these guys are falling out. Patience and planning. So a lot of the patience, again, in a new deck has been reiterated. Patience and planning. Okay, and then we're jumping out with solitude and fulfillment of wishes. Hope at the bottom of the deck. I'm reading this in a couple of different ways. The first card that came out is talking about, in the past there was a lot of someone who had a really great idea of something, okay, and then they executed this idea. Notice how they're trying to emulate this rainbows and light cascading down. They said, okay, well, we can use waterfalls to try to do that. Okay, they're trying to emulate this thing. It didn't quite come off as radiant and glorious, you know, as, you know, everyone wanted. And now it's leading to solitude. So I'm seeing this kind of like sense of someone who, you know, they put a lot of work into something here, again with the 7, the chariot energy, with the you know, bursting forth and breaking ground and into new areas and new things, and like, you know, new vistas, you know, like new roads we've never been down, new scenery, you know, traveling, all this. Someone had a lot of high hopes, but when the execution came, you know, I mean, this is someone who they did what they said they were going to do, fulfillment of wishes. Get something like a peach or orange. So you could be here in the Gulf area, Georgia, Florida area. Could be the water flooding and rain a lot around you. But I'm still getting this solitude. I mean, the solitude thing is, it's almost like one person. This is like the 9 of Cups, where like one person got their wish fulfilled. Okay, or they were selfish and they're keeping it all to themselves. Like, haha, I got all of this bread. Yeah, I got all of this bread. Yeah. Okay, so, okay, but it still leads out to this, like, and it's like even this like chess piece tower. Remember, this is the castle, the tower on the chessboard. But you know, the solitude here. So this seems difficult. Okay, so the patience here. If I even flip these, 9:09 on the clock. If I flip these, so yeah, some you know, Virgo energy here. Okay, and so you could be dealing with a Virgo. You know, but again, the solitude that's here. If I flip these, and I do the solitude self-sabotage, someone could be doing that self-sabotage by keeping themselves cut off, and you know, I almost feel like, okay, it could be that some people are being too like reclusive, okay, and that's the self-sabotage, that they're not letting people in, they're not letting people into their heart. But it could be that someone is just letting the wrong people in, and now they're learning to stick to themselves because they've had a tendency to let in these prideful, narcissistic, Death Eater type people, okay, And look, and it's making her like this. Look at, she's like affected. That self-sabotage, she eventually becomes that prideful, she's turning into one of them. Okay? And she's affected by this trauma. She's affected by the drama of the past. Okay? All right, let's get a new deck. But hope is at the bottom here, okay? And seeing the eye, seeing through things through the eyes of love. So this is, I mean, this is what's at the bottom. It's all of this fluff. This is very similar to the Gemini reading. All of this pretense, all of this fluff, on top of the bottom, the base foundational truth, okay? The source code, okay? The truth. And in the source code, we've got hope. And what's supposed to be happening here in the matrix is soulmates, sexual arts, hope, and awareness. Okay? All of these are what's supposed to be happening. Everything through the eyes of love. This is all supposed to look magical and like a well-orchestrated symphony. But someone has, someone's ruined the play. Somehow someone has ruined the show. Okay? And it's like someone, it's like the basketball player that doesn't pass the ball. Okay? All right. The warrior. This come out so many times. And in this solitude, this is where, and that, someone here is I never saw that card. Okay. So someone here has been, they've had the self-sabotage. They've had the toxic personalities around them. They've been affected in their own mind, their own ego, their own, persona, their own narcissistic tendencies, and how they, treat each other, other people, hurt people, all of this, and this person now is understanding by spending time alone, they're actually much more effective at discerning who should be included. Slowly. Okay. So, and this does seem very, this seems a little bit different than the Aquarian energy. So these may be people that you're hanging out with. Okay. At the bottom of the deck, I've got the medicine mother, honor your inner knowing. Okay. So someone here is a mama. This could be a parent as well. But this is someone who is coming from generations and generations and generations. Every one of these little dots is like a trophy of success, of accurate vision, of accurate prophecy, accurate formulation. She's got the horn of power, okay, around her throat and her chest area. Cowrie shells, which are inherent of wealth. This is the concept of Aje Olokun, goddess of money. Honor your inner knowing. Water guardian coming out here. Okay, so, this is again similar to the other reading where we were talking about bathing, baptism, mikvah, spiritual baths. But the water guardian here is going to tell someone, this issue with the water, there may be a spa or a pool that someone is going to, or you're just using your bathroom, and creating this nice, healing, aquatic kind of environment for yourself where you're washing, you're healing, you're just cleansing away things that, this could be like I'm getting like a jacuzzi. So maybe if some of you are, have access to that, that may be very, very healing for you. If you're by any sort of large bodies of water with waves, okay, that would be really good. Now, if it's a lake or something like that, that would be good. But I'm getting something about the troubled waters, the shaking, the moving waters. So you'd want to be kind of in a river, stream, or near that. Or if you're in a lake, you have access to a lake. Maybe you're in a boat. If you cannot get in a boat, and you're by stagnant lake water or any kind of pond like that, throw pebbles, okay? The water has to move somehow. I don't know why, okay? But throw pebbles in the, pond or the lake and make those ripples. Maybe these are your little intentions. Maybe they're coins or whatever you're throwing. But maybe, yeah, it's like a wish. I'm getting like a wishing well, okay? Especially with fulfillment of wishes. Yeah, this is just really reminding this. I don't know what the Georgia peach thing is here or the Florida orange. Okay, maybe this is like watering plants or something. Okay, okay, I'm not really sure. I'm getting like fish also. Okay, maybe you're eating fish, you're fishing. Maybe someone's out in a fishing boat. But either way, there's this whole wishing well kind of concept here, okay? And the Lady of the Lake, the woman who keeps Excalibur, and she offers this, she holds this for King Arthur. There's kind of like there's a strong blessing here related to water, okay, and making wishes related, around that kind of area. I'm wishing on a star to follow where you are. Spirit Fox. Okay, sorry, that song is like, it's something in the rainbows, you and me. I feel there's a spell in that song, okay? If someone, you can use that song to manifest. And there are several songs like that. But I feel it in this song, like that, the magic. I can't remember who sings that. I want to say something like the word point or something like that is in my head. Okay, Spirit Fox, all right. Yeah. Sorry, this is kind of like, it's maybe because it's late night, okay? But this is where there's this some kind of like, I don't know how to explain this. Okay, soulmates. Oh yeah, my pizza. Okay, sorry, I had to get the dinner out the oven. Okay, but thank you for bearing with me here. You guys hit the like button. Thanks for supporting me. I'm kind of like trying to struggle through this interpretation. I just can't get around this kind of UFO experience. Okay, I'm trying to like. I just kind of feel like if you wish on this star, it's gonna happen. Like you like if you're trying to call in a soulmate or manifest a certain type of person, this ray of light is gonna like manifest. So it's gonna be like beaming down. Okay, that's what I'm trying not to say, but I'm getting this like Mork and Mindy. That's what I'm like trying to like. It's like, if you really want to manifest, and that was a powerful relationship. That's better than the Adam and Eve relationship. That's better than, lots of classic relationships. Nobody thinks about Mork and Mindy, okay? But, she's like, manifests like her ideal person or whatever, as quirky and as Aquarian as he was, okay? So this is the Aquarius. So Aquarius, look, you could beam it down, bro, okay? Teleport something here. This wishing is going, whatever the wish fulfillment is, and this wishing well is going to work. Like it's wishing on some star and something is going to come down. Okay, I'm just getting like these rainbows in the sky, but at night. So maybe it's the aurora borealis. Maybe you're seeing that the northern lights or something, the southern lights. Okay. But whatever your wish, it's gonna come. It's like a djinn, like a genie, some kind of like water spirit, like a little mermaid. Olokun. Oh yeah, okay. Ashe Olokun. Okay, that's who it is. Ashe Olokun. I see. Okay, that's why I'm saying this. Why? That's who Ashe Olokun is. Is that water spirit? Okay, is that the bottom of the wishing well? Okay, I got you. Okay, it is an alien kind of. It was one of the first Orisha to land on Earth and take over the seas. And okay, I got you now, the alien thing. Okay, and then if you look at the Earth, Olokun is like all of the waters of the Earth, the seas and the oceans. And if you look at a picture of the Earth and you look at the typography of the actual shape of the Earth, not just the ball, okay, not with all the water there. You remove the water, you look at the Earth, it looks like an eyeball. It looks like a giant eyeball, okay? It has that funny, weird, tapered shape at the end, Okay, that little like oblong thing, and it's big and bulbous in the front, but it kind of tapers off. Like the Earth is not a perfect sphere, especially if you remove the water. But that's what we're getting with this goddess Alokun, wealth that she sees, like the High Priestess. She sees with one great big eyeball, this blue eye. Okay, these blue eyes, the bluest eye. This sees all of this cosmos and sees all of the patterns and sees all of the astrologies, beholds all of the heavens. Okay, so that's the power of Olokun, is great wisdom, great wealth, as it is also money. Okay, so the wishing well, I get it now. Sorry it took me so long to break through, but beam me up, Scotty. Okay, beam me up, like start getting that stuff. Okay, we're gonna close this up. 20:30 on the clock. Thank you for being here. That was okay. I just it's like feeling a lot of gratitude. Middle world. Okay, we're trying to manifest this stuff, and this is about how you fight to shape and create these things. Okay, and do you sit passively and let life happen to you, or do you happen to life? Okay, it's the internal locus of control. You can Google all of this. The internal locus of control versus an external location of control. That everything is controlled outside. The people who believe all these conspiracies and every little goofy thing that these conspiracies are fed. These people don't understand. The conspiracy is the conspiracies are fed to you. The Area 51, that is introduced to you, that is fed to you, so you focused on Area 51 when other real stuff is going on. Okay, so anyway, but the medicine wheel is coming up here also. So all of these things again are coming up in the proper time and the proper ability to attract. Now, there is something about making medicine, and the more work, and the workout and the physical exercise that comes here would be very good. There may be an athlete or someone who's into physical fitness that you know. Uh, Okay, so someone may also be dealing with strange body images, like where they maybe not fully confident with what they see in the mirror. The things that you see in the mirror are not. This is a smoky mirror. This is not necessarily going to reflect the truth. Okay, so when you're looking at yourself, if you're feeling subconscious, you're feeling insecure, you're looking, or someone is having this issue, this kind of dysmorphic feeling. That should be banished. Okay, and there should be this like exercising that allows you to heal that, and it's like the sports confidence. It's almost like sportsmanship that is actually going to build the confidence, instead of looking at your body and saying, do I have the basketball player body? It's like, or do I play basketball? Okay. That's a different thing. Okay, do I have a football player built, or do I play football? Those are different things. Okay, and a football player isn't really thinking about that. Basketball player isn't, do I look like it? It's, are you or are you not? Now, this is why I paused before. It's because this little alien child is here. This is this Aquarian energy here that I'm getting, this like beamy down, this little face rainbow, and this little alien look to this person, these planets and all this stuff, and the ancestral stuff. This is why I'm getting again with that fox. Is that you've got to really, some of you need to ask for spiritual help. Okay, and some of you need to ask for spiritual guidance, and for someone to come from above to help you, and just ask them to, like, demand, like, come here, help me now. Okay, and I think that's going to happen. Okay, they're going to listen to you, and it's just still this zero beam me down, zero, like kind of a UFO thing going on. Aquarius, lights in the sky. Peace, power, love. Make sure you hit the like button down there. Make sure you subscribe when you check me out. When I go live, you could do that by hitting the bell notification. Make sure we're growing on YouTube here, and you guys are getting all the tarot readings you need for 2021. Peace, power, and love. You can reach you can reach me for a private reading down below by clicking the link tree and booking my services. Okay, see you soon. Thanks.